So I would use this opportunity for the AE update also to repeat a little bit of what we are standing for and why we are doing all of this. So why AIESEC Alumni? You know it, once an AIESEC, always an AIESEC. We strive to achieve peace and fulfillment of humankind's potential. This is something we pledge to, and this is something we keep to believe. And I would claim we always will believe. You heard about lifelong connection at the updates of the MCPs, which was great. You can see here that also AIESEC now is thinking in our direction that lifelong connection, the connection to alumni, is also very important to AIESEC. And then there is this value, ensured participation. And if we learned anything during the pandemic is how important this value is. We love enjoying participation. We love our conferences. We love our parties. And now, after 2 ERACs postponed, we're really looking forward to have this again. And now, after more than almost 2 years without any physical conferences, we also see what our network would be without that. On a positive note, I would say we got better. We now are very comfortable in running conferences like this, in virtual conferences. We learned a lot. I must also say that we as a board of AIESEC Alumni Europe, we were fortunate in 2 ways. First, we always have been a virtual team. So the step to working virtually and not seeing each other was not a big one. The other thing, other than the MCs you heard before, we don't have really fixed costs. So this was a big help. But still, when I look back to our planning of 2019, when we had the planning meeting of AIESEC Alumni Europe in Munich, when I look at the numbers on the targets and the goals we set there, I must say we took a hit, right? We took a hit in numbers, we took a hit in participation, and we also saw that the energy levels of our board, maybe also of other boards, is not there where it should be. We really see how important these conferences are to us, how important it is for us to meet each other in person. So when we planned 2019 to have now an ERAC with probably around 300 participants, have an ERAC next year with 500 participants, I don't see that. So I don't see that we will be able to bring that many people to Romania next year for ERAC. I would love to see, but I don't believe that. So we got disrupted in our growth plans, in our hope to grow our network, to make our network stronger. Yes, it was disrupted, but I still believe that at some point we can reach this and we can grow our network to the levels it should be. It's a pity because now at this moment, as you have heard from the MCPs, from the MCs, AIESEC needs us. AIESEC wants to cooperate with us, and I really hope that we can be strong enough to support them. So how are we doing AIESEC alumni things? To repeat our vision, maybe, we are a global network of AIESEC alumni with a lifelong commitment to AIESEC's mission of advancing international leadership and understanding for a more unified world. I think it's good to see this once again. We mentioned our values just a minute ago. So we have activating leadership, we have demonstrating integrity, we have living diversity, we have enjoying participation, we have striving for excellence, we have acting sustainability. I think this was the question, the answer we were looking for some minutes ago. Yes, these are our values. We are a value-based network, and so these values are really important for us, and we always also communicate this. We had a value campaign last year and also the year before, and we got great response to these campaigns. I would like also to go into the what a little bit, to repeat what AIESEC Alumni Europe is, as a little bit of a reminder. I know I don't necessarily have to tell you this, because you are very aware of this, and you who are now participating in this meeting are the people who are usually at our conferences and are very well aware of this, but still I want to remind you a little bit of what it is, what we're doing. So we have 3 dimensions, we have 3 pillars, we have 3 levels. The 3 dimensions is space, time, and people. This is the space of AIESEC Alumni Europe, colors indicating not as accurate as they should. Where are our most active communities? I would suggest that Romania especially should be indicated more actively, as this is shown here, but otherwise this gives a picture of how AIESEC Alumni in Europe stands more or less. We have time on a very personal level. Time runs by for everyone. So we have the recruitment, we have the recruitment to AIESEC, we have the regeneration phase, the cool-off phase, where we usually see that people usually need some time before they come back as alumni, if they come back. And yes, we see time going forward. If we look at that and think about recruitment, we can think about 2 things. 1, how important recruitment is for our network. And 2, what happens if AIESEC is not as strong as it should be? What if AIESECers don't stay with AIESEC as long as they used to? Will they still become alumni, or are they just looking for the next hobby? So I think we really need, especially only on national level, need to focus on recruitment, and really need to also help AIESEC, because as an alumni association, we only can recruit from AIESEC, right? People. AIESEC is people, as said, with enjoying participation. This is what we are. And really, this is the central thing about AIESEC Alumni, and maybe also about AIESEC. The 3 pillars. We have alumni to alumni. This is what we are usually very good at. This is a social platform like alumni, it's like conferences, like what we're doing right now, a career platform, and of course a cross-generational network where you really meet AIESECers from different generations. We have the 2nd pillar, which is alumni to AIESEC. This is what is very important at this very moment. We heard MCs from different countries thanking us very gratefully, I think, for the help. I hope we could be to them. I would have hoped that we could even help more, but we are what we are. And yes, I'm very grateful to all these alumni who donated and helped AIESEC in their countries. So it's very important at this moment of change where AIESEC reinvents itself again, to support them as much as we can, and also to give them the resources that they need at this moment. We are also egoistic if we do this, of course, because this is our membership pipeline. So investment in AIESEC for us is always a good investment. I've heard from AIESEC Alumni Germany at some point that they want to be AIESEC's biggest non-corporate supporter. I love that, to really put ourselves on the screen of AIESEC, saying here, if you bring us members, this is what we can do. So straightforward business talk works usually very well with AIESEC presidents and boards. Common projects is something we would love to do, but this is of course difficult as we have completely different timeframes. Whereas AIESECers think in weeks and months, we usually think in years and decades. But still, it would be great to do this at some point. Maybe the most important pillar, Alumni to the World. AIESEC Alumni is a platform for positive impact. We are doing in Europe ATP. We are doing other programs in other regions, all along the UN sustainability goals. So this is a very big thing, and yes, I hope we can grow this and have more energy here. So the 3 layers of AIESEC Alumni, I think you're very aware of that. This is the national entities, the regional entities as AIESEC Alumni Europe. And of course, as you saw Marielle and Anush before, AIESEC Alumni International. Also, we have Alex in this meeting, who used to be president 7 years ago. So I don't want to go into details here about roles. The principle here is that what can be done on the lower level should be done on the lower level, meaning that everything which can be done within a national entity should be done within a national entity. When it needs cooperation of different countries within the region should be involved. If it needs something on international level, AI needs to be involved. This is the principle. Okay, so key takeaways, AIESEC values, 3 pillars, alumni generational networks, and the levels of AIESEC alumni. Okay, any questions to that?
Thank you, Peter. I don't see any hands raised, but you know, you can approach Peter at all times and he will answer you. And with that, we have one final thing before we come to the Italian food. And hopefully you have cooked something according to the instructions from Gabriella. I can tell you I did. I did not have time to do all these 3 things, but I have the recipes and I have the food for everything. So I know what to eat tomorrow. But I got the pasta ready for now. Before we move there, as Peter showed you, the 3 levels where we have AIESEC Alumni International, AIESEC Alumni Europe, and then the National Alumni Associations. So for the last 5 years, we have been trying to sign agreements with the National Alumni Associations to grow our connections in Europe and also to work on the sustainability of AIESEC Alumni Europe. So 5 years ago, we were very happy that AIESEC Alumni Germany took it up to be the first one to sign anything which had put a a euro amount also to it. And we were very thankful for the support that started with that over the past years. Then on our last physical conference in Palermo in Sicily, we were very happy to do the same with AIESEC Alumni Romania, who joined AIESEC Alumni Germany on that level. And throughout the pandemic last year, we were very happy to do the same also with Jordan from AIESEC Alumni Austria, and with Sebastian from AIESEC Alumni Sweden. So we were at the end of last year with 4 signed agreements. I'm very, very happy to announce that we will right now, for the first time ever, live signing virtually an agreement. So I'm very happy that AIESEC Alumni Slovakia stepped up to join those 4 great countries that are already in a cooperation with AIESEC Alumni Europe. And it's a pleasure to now virtually, hopefully that works. And I click here and my signature should be done. And I would say, Kate, if you're ready to take the screen, please go ahead and share your screen and let's sign this document.
Do you see it?
Yes, I see me on your screen. Yes, now I can see it. And we can see you clicking on it. And then finish. And I think you can click on no thanks. We will send you a copy if you want. If you send it for sure, Steffi will have it. And we already got an automated email that it is signed. So thank you very much, Kate. Thank you all for joining and witnessing this event, which makes it obvious we can also sign virtually live agreements. And to reach out a hand to all the other countries, all the other national alumni association on the call, feel free to reach out to me if also in the next alumni talk in the next week you would like your country to be the one. We are always here to support this. And I'm really, really happy. And yeah, that was a great thing. Also, I would be happy if anyone is up to next year in Bucharest to sign, or even before. That would be cool.